my hard experience is your easy lesson. You'd never mistake Christopher Elmore in a large crowd. He was born in 1961, the same year as Barack Obama. And although Christopher and I never saw each other again after 1974, I have no doubt that, like Obama's, his career was electric. I first met Christopher on September 4th, 1970. The very first day I was going to teach any classroom full of kids anything. I arrived at that classroom that first morning, breathless, because I was lost in the new school and all that. Not a good omen. The other thing was I was teaching Irish history. Now, I never studied Irish history at St. Anselm's down in Marin County as a kid. So my first experience doing it was as a teacher. And as I came in the classroom, I saw this kid, Christopher, shove a very sharp pencil into an eraser, and for about 30 seconds did a wonderful pantomime interpretation of Mick Jagger. Only he didn't stagger. I then proceeded to lecture, not a good thing for 9-year-olds, lecture these kids on Ireland at 6000 BC. You know, land bridge to England and land bridge from England to the continent. Christopher led the class in eating my lunch. And he did that pretty much consistently for the next 3 weeks. 15 48-minute A blocks of disaster. And what turned it around? Mary Miles, 53 years old, teacher advisor from Trinity College, Dublin, and she didn't miss a trip, just Mary Miles. Like many people in this room, you wouldn't want to try and pull a fast one on her. But also, like many people in this room, utterly helpful. I think she saw I was maybe a born teacher. And I didn't need to be told how I just screwed up in that last period, because basically I already knew it. Why tell somebody negative things that they already know? Instead, she told me to get a handle on my hyperactive people pleaser gene. You know that gene. But I hope the kids really like me. Because that turns a room of wide-eyed children into a pack of ravenous wolves. Instead, just focus on why you're there. What's going on? These are little kids. They are wide-eyed and they're bug-eyed at life. And they need to know all these wonderful things that they never would have imagined, but that are really there, right outside their lives. And more importantly, that are inside. Things that are yet to emerge from within. Educo from the Latin, to lead from within. Irish breakthrough with Christopher. When we talked about Breen Guru and his dazzling victory at the Battle of Clontarf, right? Just right there, a Dublin suburb in the year 1014 AD. And I saw this child stand a little taller because he was every bit as Irish as his new hero and equally capable of victory. And the pièce de résistance occurred at the end of that first semester when we were doing a project on Irish monasticism. You will not understand the Irish psyche unless you understand about their love of monasticism. When I, their teacher, now abbot, led the students, now monks, from the hallway, now cloister, into the classroom, now chapel, where they faced each other, not facing the head of the person in front of you, that doesn't cut it, faced each other, because when you worship, when you love God whom you can't see, there's your neighbor that you can, looking at you in the face. And back and forth, antiphonal singing of the psalm. This side first verse, that side second verse, this side third verse, and so on. I saw a veritable miracle as sanctity beamed forth from little Christopher. My heart experience is your easy lesson. Get off the fear and let it melt away as you focus